The slaughter of the innocents. When Herod realized that he had been outwitted by the Magi, he was furious, and he gave orders to kill all the boys in Bethlehem and its vicinity who were 2 years old and under, according to the time he had learned from the Magi. Then what was said through the prophet Jeremiah was fulfilled. A voice is heard in Ramah, weeping and great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children and refusing to be comforted because they are no more. Matthew 2:16 to 18. The slaughter of the innocents. People were also bringing babies to Jesus for him to place his hands on them. When the disciples saw this, they rebuked them. But Jesus called the little children to him and said, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of God belongs to such as these. Truly, I tell you, anyone who will not receive the kingdom of God like a little child will never enter it." Their angels always look upon the face of the Father in heaven. God bless America, they say. In God we trust, they say. The leaders of the United States and their lying lips love to give lip service to God for the sake of appearances. And such men, politicians, and members of their grand courts have sanctioned the slaughter of millions of unborn children. And they teach our young women and our young men as well that it's quite okay to do so. And it's okay to do so because they say so. These arrogant, vile, disgusting men have decided they are the ones who may sanction this or that as they please. In ourselves, we trust. Yes, it is our judgments which are righteous and true. We bless America. Politicians of all stripes, members of the court, and all their minions. These liars and murderers know neither the Father nor the Son, and they only do the desires of their true father, the father of lies. Yes, they will judge who may live and who may die, and who gets to decide if a little unborn child may live or die. But what will the judge say on the day of wrath? Who then will be the judge? Human beings are under development from the time they are conceived until they breathe their very last breath. They don't suddenly become a human one day on a calendar. When is a plant a plant? As soon as it germinates inside the ground, the womb of the earth, and long before it ever emerges from that womb. Yea, even the animals know how to love their young better than the deranged maniacs sanctioning the murder of little unborn children. Their rights, they say, prevail. They trump over the life of a little unborn child. A goose takes care of her egg until the time comes for that little gosling to emerge. Yes, even animals know better. An infant child is only in a womb because this is how a human being must live in its first stages of development. And when it emerges from the womb, it still cannot live on its own. And so mother loves and takes care of her developing child. When the child leaves the womb and before, but not for some. And even the animals know better how to love their unborn children. Herod slaughtered all those little children. Jesus survived. What about all those little children who did not? The slaughter of these little children, these innocent little children, is really part of the Christmas story. The birth of a baby, the King of the Jews, baby Jesus, a threat to a worldly king who wanted this innocent baby dead. And so, to make sure he got him, he slaughtered many, many, many others. But Jesus survived. No one ever wants to tell this part of the Christmas story. Remember the slaughter of the innocents. Millions of unborn babies murdered at the sanction of its disgusting world leaders, who assure everyone it is quite fine to just go ahead and do it because they said so. They judged. They judged it was righteous to do so. Jesus survived that slaughter 2,000 years ago. But today, on this Christmas, remember and mourn the slaughter of millions and millions of innocent, little, defenseless, unborn children.